my next question is, as a teacher now, what has been your most memorable and proud moment as a teacher?
Oh, wow. So a few years ago, I taught at an amazing transfer high school. It's called Brooklyn Democracy Academy. And it's a school where our students were undercredited and overaged, 16 to 21-year-olds. And I had a student, and I'm going to use his name because I'm sure he'll be okay with that.
Okay.
His name was Andrew.
Okay.
And came into my social studies class. Struggled a lot with just language. You know, his first language was Dutch. He was from Suriname. Struggled with all that. And he came to my class and he had all these history credits, but needed the global history regions, which I see is keeping our kids from moving on to the next step, you know, the Regents exams.
Yep.
And he was about to age out. And, you know, he came to my class and I was teaching them about, you know, ancient Egypt or something. Came in a few days later with a tattoo, you know, yes, with like, you know, he's like, look, miss, you know, this is the pharaoh you taught me about. And I was very impressed. Okay. And then time goes on, eventually passes the Regents. We create a Dutch glossary for him.
Nice.
So that he has that for the Regents and all. I work with his ESL teacher to do that. Amazing lady as well. And few days later, he comes to me, he's like, miss, you know, he starts showing me these designs, you know, he's like, for a t-shirt business and all these drawings. And I'm like, whoa, those are really good. Like inspired by these Egyptian pharaohs that I taught kids about. And true story, Jerome, oh my God. So fast forward 2 or 3 years, I'm about to move to Georgia. So I live in Kew Gardens and, you know, I'm catching the Q10 to catch the air train to Jamaica. I'm about to go to Georgia, right? This is 2013. I get off the bus and I see Andrew and he's like, he picks me up.
Wow.
And he's like, hey, let me show you my store.
Whoa.
He walked me into his store right across from the bus stop, right on Jamaica Avenue. And he walks me into his store where now he has a t-shirt business.
Look at that.
Okay.
Look at that.
And I was just so happy. And, you know, I was happy at the moment because I left New York and I was going to Georgia and I was going to go teach Montessori and it was going to be totally different experience from teaching my older kids, now younger kids, you know, from the north to the south. So and that kind of was like, Mags, you know, you did your work. It's fine to go. Fast forward years later, Andrew still contacts me, showed me some prints like, miss, what do you think about this print versus that print? Fast forward years later, so I moved back to New York from Georgia because I was finished with school there. I moved back to New York. Guess who I run into on the train? Andrew. He's telling me how he's got all these businesses now, has a home in Pennsylvania, travels to the city, all this and that. He's like, miss, I need you to help me with something. I want to go to college. What do I have to do next? You know? And though he was accomplished, you know, he had his homes and he had his businesses and he was very creative and very successful, he still valued education. And that's always one thing I've always wanted to inspire in my kids, to always go the distance, go the next step. Don't let anything stop you.